Hello Leo, my name is Jason. Thank you for visiting my channel. Extra thanks if you're revisiting my channel. This is your general tarot reading for January 2019. Happy New Year to you. This is a general reading, so it could be about love, career, any questions at the forefront of your mind. You'll know in the first few minutes I would be thinking if it's resonating for you. If it's not landing, try your moon and rising signs. I'm pretty sure one of those will be fairly close to what might be happening in certain aspects of your life, and certainly hope that it helps you somehow. Okay, so I've given the cards a pretty good shuffle. Hope you had a great Christmas, Leo. Look here, Leo, you go into the beginning of January, the beginning of the new year, with the Nine of Swords. Okay, now the Nine of Swords is about sleepless nights. It's about overthinking things. Quite often it's about what's going on in your head, perhaps something that you might have done. So are you feeling guilty perhaps of the way you've spoken to someone, or perhaps you have unfinished business and there are things you would have liked to have tidied up before the end of the year, but you didn't quite get around to it, or you haven't quite done it yet. Or I'm feeling like there's just some unfinished business there, and that might be keeping you up. Either that, or you've said something to someone and you might be feeling now that you probably shouldn't have said it, and you might be a little bit worried about the repercussions of that. Okay, what's crossing you there is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so there could be some decisions you need to make. You can probably go along juggling this situation, whatever it is, perhaps two jobs or two projects you've got on or something, and you can see this person there, they're quite capable of juggling these pentacles indefinitely, really, but to bring something new in, something has to go, and perhaps that's what's been keeping you up at night. To bring something new in, to move forward, you might have to release one of these pentacles to make something else happen. But we'll clarify that if we can later. Okay, your conscious goal for January is the Fool. Okay, so what you would like to do is to be able to just say, stuff it all, I'm going fishing. Okay, you'd like to have that freedom of just being able to drop everything, take a leap of faith, and not have too many rules binding you down. That's what I'm feeling there. Okay, and if that's a goal for you, perhaps the way you're feeling this year is like you've had some kind of a transformation and you really want to express that. We'll talk a little bit more about that perhaps. Your unknown influence, Ace of Cups. So there's going to be something presented you from the universe which is going to be a great opportunity for you for emotional fulfillment. So I'm feeling this could be something to do with work and pleasure you get from your work. And now at the moment we don't know what that's going to be about. We'll clarify that later as well, but it's looking like a real positive start to something, or you may have just had a positive start to something and you want to keep that going, and it's going to lead to another opportunity. So we'll focus in on that. Your recent past influence, you have the Moon. Okay, so there's some mysteries, some questions which have not been answered yet. Perhaps there's a bit of deception, or you've been trying to find some kind of information and perhaps you don't have the whole story yet. We'll clarify that later as well. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay. Future influence. In the future, you have the Eight of Swords, and so it looks as though you may be entrapping yourself somehow in a mindset which is where you're not seeing all the opportunities available to you. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because with these Eight of Swords, that lady, even though she's bound and blindfolded, she could fairly easily cut lean up against one of those swords, cut those bandages and set herself free. So you might be being asked here to keep an eye out for limiting yourself somehow. So you might be somehow limiting yourself because you're not seeing the opportunities that are in front of you, or I'm feeling that a victim mentality as well. So if someone's saying something or doing something to try to manipulate you, you might be falling into a trap of feeling like a victim. But really, that's just a mindset, and I'm getting the feeling that something will come to you, and it'll be like an aha moment, and you'll know then how to approach this problem. So instead of just going round and round in circles, something's just going to click, and you say, "Oh, now I get it." Okay, and it'll be a strong awakening, I'm feeling. But look, that we'll see where that goes. Okay, your talents. Okay, you have here a sense of betrayal. Okay, so a lot of swords here. This is a 3 of swords. So you've got the 9 of swords opening your reading, and you've got the 8 of swords as a future influence. And where you are now, there appears to be some sense of betrayal which you're trying to get through, or perhaps you may have betrayed somebody. The reason I'm saying that is because you opened up the reading with the 9 of swords, and so perhaps you've lost a bit of sleep over that, or you're trying to work out which way to go with this. I'm not feeling lovers and third-party situations, or if it is a third-party situation, it's not necessarily like cheating. It's more about it could be about loyalties and where they lie, but there are opportunities here, and it's about mindset. But look, we'll delve more deeply. Your environment and your relationship to your environment at the moment. The King of Wands. Okay, you're in your element here, so you're feeling quite creative, or the world is seeing you as quite creative and capable and charismatic. Okay, so whatever else is happening around you, this is the identity that you seem to have. Okay, and you're enjoying it, you're loving it. Okay, so creative, charismatic, quite stable. If you have a look at this person, he's quite happy. He's in control of everything. Okay, this is really it's a fire sign card. Again, I'm not getting much more from this yet. Okay, hopes and fears. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so there is a long-term plan that you want to implement, or if you don't have it yet, this decision that you're making is going to show you that, well, yes, you have to do something in the long term. So whatever this epiphany is that I'm feeling you're going to be getting, you're going to be taking the long haul, and you're going to be seeing the benefits of that where you haven't maybe done so in the past. Okay, so well, good on you for showing some patience here and realizing that you will need patience to get things done. Sometimes we can be a little bit impulsive, and we miss those vital steps to get somewhere, and maybe you are in the right space, ready to go, but the rest of the world might not be. So they'll just have to catch up to you, but you might just have to wait for them, or go back and double check your steps. Whatever this is, we'll try and clarify this. And the result, there we are, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So if you use these energies the way they may be used, then the 10 of Pentacles at the end of January, you're really going to see the fruits of your labour. You're going to feel a sense of stability, a sense of material stability, as well as within your family. So there could be something about your home and your business or your creativity or something which really starts to come together, perhaps because you've adopted this energy here of the Knight of Pentacles, and people are going to see that you really are on their side. And so I'm seeing that what a great outcome. Look, I'll clarify these now. I'll clarify some of them now with the Hanson Roberts deck. So you've got this 9 of Swords here, and I said perhaps you've said something to someone, or someone said something to you, and you might be feeling a bit reluctant to accept responsibility for it. or perhaps you have accepted responsibility and you just feel pretty bad. We'll have a look at it anyway and find out what is this. Why is the Nine of Swords here for Leo for January 2019? Why have we opened the spread here with the Nine of Swords for Leo? Okay, and you have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles, perhaps someone's been a bit stingy with their emotions or with their resources. Okay, so perhaps you've basically told someone they're a tight ass, or you've told someone that you need more from them, whether that's more to be more emotionally available, or have you given someone an ultimatum recently, perhaps, and now you might be just sort of wishing that you hadn't been so forceful with that. So it might have been something like this: you do this or I'm leaving, and it might have just been a bit strong, because once you've said it now, you might not be able to go back on that, or you're feeling that you won't be able to go back on that. That's what I'm feeling there. So if it's not that, it's you're either, you know, you need to invest a little more in something, but maybe there's some pride there, some ego, which is stopping you. Okay, but I'm thinking that when you reconsider this, it'll probably be the way to go to compromise, find some middle ground somewhere. That's what I'm feeling you're going to probably want to do anyway. Now, the Two of Pentacles, here is this choice, okay? This, what needs to go for something new to come in, okay? So it looks like you're juggling perhaps too many things, too many people, but I'm thinking it's more like two places of residence, or two cars, or might be more than that. We'll have a look here. What needs to go from Leo's life to make progress? Pardon me. Here we go. And we have, okay, Four of Swords. Okay, so the Four of Swords is a card of just reflection, just sitting back and meditating, if you like, and really looking at what you have and appreciating what you have and going from there. So take stock of everything that's around you, where you are as far as balance, you know, your workplace, your family, everything like that, and really just consider what is the next move from here, because I can see that we'll clarify, we'll try and clarify again. So once you've done this thinking, why is the Four of Swords here? Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Oh, sorry, not the Two of Pentacles. Well, yes, it is the Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here for Leo? And you have here the Six of Swords. So you're being asked to move away from something, and that's what you're contemplating. So to really move away from it. So we're still not getting I'm not getting anything which is saying, well, what do you need to move away from, apart from this mindset of perhaps being a little unavailable, or someone else needs to be more available, or you're walking. Is that what that is, Leo? So you really decided that if you don't start getting what you want, you're out of there. Okay, and then there's the Fool energy again. So you've got the Fool here, which is you are ready to just walk away. You're ready to walk away, and you're not going to be aching too much about it once you've made that decision. So whatever this is, I'm sorry I can't be more specific than that, but you're ready to just move on from a person, or from a job, or from if someone doesn't keep up their end of the bargain, you are ready to walk. So there's two Fools there in that energy. So that's with your conscious goal. Let's have a look at your conscious goal. It's freedom is what you want. You want to be able to be free. So maybe that's what I'm thinking, because there are two Fool cards there. That's what that is. You really want to just be able to drop everything and just go. Okay. You're feeling a bit tied down, and it's this mindset here, this Four of Pentacles mindset. Perhaps you want to go, and whoever's with you has this, and that's what these words have been about, that someone's being too stingy, or they're not being adventurous, Perhaps, let's have a look here. This was going to be for clarifying the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Star. Okay, so beautiful energy. So there's whatever's your unknown influence here, you're looking for a new start, and something's going to come, and it's going to be all optimistic and a lot of really looking forward to the future with that. I'm not being drawn to clarify that any further. Let's have a look at the moon though. What is the moon card here for Leo for January 2019? What are these secrets about? What needs to come out, or what did come out? What is the nature of the, please clarify the moon card. Okay, and you have more mystery. Okay, so the moon card, which is all about deception and secrets, and it's clarified by the Two of Swords, which is about more deception and secrets, if you like, and trying to make a decision that you don't really want to make. You see the two moons, both of those cards have moons above them, which talks about the mystery. And so what I'm getting there is that maybe some decision had to be made, and someone was afraid to make a decision and probably still hasn't made a decision, and it's driving you nuts. Let's have a look. I'll see if I can clarify that one more time. Please clarify the moon and the Two of Swords here for Leo. And you have here Four of Cups. Okay, so someone's not seeing an opportunity there. So perhaps you're seeing the opportunity and you want to go. You want to go for it with that full energy, and let's just go. Let's have a go. And there's someone's sort of holding you back, and they won't make a decision, and you're getting a bit frustrated with that, and you've made an ultimatum, I'm seeing here. But it's looking like with the Eight of Swords, there's just a change of mindset needed. So whether this is someone else's mindset or yours, in the future position, the future influence position, you have the Eight of Swords, which was about feeling a bit of a prisoner, and it looks like you have been feeling a bit of a prisoner by someone else's indecision, and it looks like you're just about to cut loose from that. Okay, let's have a look here and find out. Hopefully cutting loose from that won't make you more of a prisoner, if you know what I mean. And maybe that's what you're thinking as well. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so future influence, Wheel of Fortune. So there will be some unexpected event here which will free you up. So if you change your perspective, just whatever this is that you're walking away from, or you feel like you need to cut yourself loose from those chains, you cut yourself loose from that, and all kinds of unexpected things can come from that. And it's feeling pretty good towards the end of the month or the end of this issue. Try and narrow that down a little bit more. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune clarifying the Eight of Swords? Leo. And you've got the Six of Wands. So eventually, yes. So there's a card of victory right there. Okay, so there's you're going to be able to move forward with something unexpected is going to happen. You're going to be able to move forward from all this indecision. And so I'm thinking the Swords is just about cutting and going and finally making that decision. And I think that's going to be a lot better for you, Leo. Now, the Three of Swords here, someone's going to feel betrayed. Someone's going to feel betrayed about this. It might be about your decision. I don't even feel like I need to clarify that. I'm feeling that whatever decision you're making here about moving forward, someone's going to feel left out. And perhaps you're leaving a marriage. King of Wands. King of Wands is here. This is how your relationship to the rest of the world. I don't need to clarify that. You're feeling pretty strong there. The Knight of Pentacles, your hopes and fears. You're hoping that, or you're knowing that the long-term plan is the best one. What is this long-term plan about? Let's give us some real concrete stuff to work with for Leo. And we have here 10 of Cups. Okay, so you've got the 10 of Cups here, so you're heading towards this 10 of Cups. Look at the Knight here, heading towards that 10 of Cups there. Okay, and then the outcome, 10 of Pentacles. So you've got 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles toward the end of the month. That's looking really good, Leo. It's just looking like you're going to have to move away from something, make a decision. There's a lot of indecision wrapped in this somewhere, and it might be a big deal. If it could be a life-changing thing. Someone's going to be feeling a little left out. But look, it'd be great if you could leave a comment and like and subscribe for me. Let me know, please, how this has resonated for you, and I'll hopefully talk to you in a couple of weeks.